It's time for another episode of The Biggest Loser. Let's take a look back at last week's performances. Ugly, ugly week. Deion and Larry lost all their bets. I was in the red as well. Carter's the winner of the week, up $90.
Against all odds, we are going to try the show again. My name is Greg Waddell. I am joined by my sleepers counterpart, sad Michael Murray. And we have the Break the Bank boys, Deion and Larry, who lost last week, tying a Biggest Loser first, with neither of them winning a bet. As you can see, Carter won the week. So, Carter, the floor is yours to explain what Deion and Larry's punishments are this week.
First off, I'd like to petition for Break the Bank to change their name to Fund the Bank, since that seems what they be doing on this show every single week by losing every single bet and dollar they place up. Their punishment will be they had to go to the clearance rack at Old Navy, the clearance rack, that is correct, and purchase a full outfit. And every single day, I'm going to need a full picture of that outfit that will be posted on all social medias. So be on the lookout for that. Follow us on Twitter.
Deion, Larry, any thoughts so far? I see Deion has the Old Navy flannel on. Lurk does not appear to be wearing Old Navy.
Nah, the punishment ain't started yet.
Lurk will have an extra day onto his punishment. Also, Deion, that flannel is that a unisex flannel? What is that?
Yeah, so I got to Old Navy and I hit the Biggest Loser group chat because I was hyped because I saw flannels in my size, which for someone that wears a small is more rare than you think. It turns out the reason I saw flannels in my size is I was in the women's section. And I mean, this is incredibly small. Like
that's tough. That's tough.
So,
I feel like I've seen
buy
Tiana Trump rock that
pants
flannel
too?
a couple times, but let's go ahead and get to the bets.
Yeah, no,
Did
without
you buy
being
women's
too
pants
inappropriate,
too, though?
can we get a full stand up and a spin, Deion? Do we have the pants on?
I don't have pants on. So my AC is broken. So,
All right.
Yeah.
Understood. All right. I'm move on, Carter. It seems like they're not exactly playing by your punishment rules. Final thing before we get to this week's bets, Cart. You are branding yourself as a sad boy, given the very obvious hat that you're wearing and the name tag that you chose. However, you won this show last week. You won money on this show last week. That has to feel good, right, bud?
No, not really.
Not at all.
No.
Okay. On to this week's bet. Carter, you are up first, and you have 30 seconds are on the clock. What's your first bet?
All right, we're starting off with Kentucky +7 versus Ole Miss. This is a game to me where I think these two teams have been playing really well this year, and I see it being a close game. I think 7 is just too much. If these teams played 100 times, I could see one team winning 55 times and one team winning 50 times. The one area that Kentucky has struggled this year has been the run game, but they get back Christian Rodriguez for this game finally. He rushed for 1,500 yards last year, 13 touchdowns. I think he makes his presence felt. This is going to be a close game. I could obviously see Kentucky winning this game, so I'll take the +7 and feel really good about it.
Deion, you're nodding your head. You like this pick.
Yeah, sorry, Cart, but I like Kentucky +7 and money line, so this is probably a loser.
All right, Cart, on to bet number 2. What do you got?
Okay, on to bet number 2. You're not going to get research on this one. You're just going to get straight up facts about my life. This might as well be a bio. Michigan State +260. This is 200 to win 520. If they lose this game, I'm going to hurt myself. That's just straight up facts. Every Michigan State game that I've attended, and yes, I will be attending this game in Baltimore, they have won every single game that I have been at. So if they don't win this game, you will find me at the center of the field in College Park, and I will do physical harm to myself. So take Michigan State money line if you want to see me live.
I don't know what to say because Michigan State is a horrible, horrible football team, but I am really, really rooting for this to hit, Cart. Nobody wants to see bad things happen to a good man.
That's not true.
All right, bet number 3, Cart. What do you got?
Bet number 3, we got a parlay, both money line on this one. This is $50 to win 312. First off, we have Kansas versus Iowa State. Kansas is one of the actual best teams in the country, one of the most exciting teams in the country. They are fun to watch. Jalen Daniels is a Heisman candidate. Stop sleeping on Kansas. I'm not a believer in Iowa State. I like that game. Give me the money line. Then we're on to Wake Forest. They're playing Florida State. I'm not buying Florida State. I think if Florida State plays a competent team and someone who can catch the ball, then I think they'll lose football games. They got Sam Hartman for Wake Forest. They got wide receivers who can catch the football. I think they win this game. They played Clemson really tough last game. I'm not a believer in Florida State. So give me both this money line parlay, 50 to win 312.
Kansas, one of the best teams in the country, Cart, quickly?
That no one's talking about.
Larry, your thoughts?
I was with Carter till he made that comment, but I do like this parlay.
I like the parlay too, for the record. You talked me into Wake Forest with the catch the ball sentiment. I'm with you. I like your picks this week, Cart. If you could just set your heart aside for 200 of your dollars, I think you'd be in really good position. But congrats, my friend. All right, I'm up next. I finished second last week, and here are my bets. Bet number one, Georgia moneyline minus 8,000. I'm putting $499 to win $6.23. Georgia's going on the road to play Missouri. They're going to smoke Missouri. This is the safest, easiest must-win bet on the entire board. And knowing that I'm betting against these three idiots, all I need to do is win $6.23 to not do the punishment. Deion, what do you think of this?
I'm incredibly nervous that I'm going to be doing a punishment again next week.
As you should be. Bet number two for me. So since I only have $1 left, we're going to go big. I have an 11-leg money line parlay to win $5,000+ You can see the teams at the bottom. I am not even going to spend my time naming them or the teams that they play. Know that I have a chance of winning $5,006. Larry, what do you think?
I think that only you would come up with a way to bet $499 and not even win $10 back, and then bet $1 to win almost 6 G's back. Like this is asinine, Greg.
Greg? Why are you acting like I haven't been in the green every single week? 623 is not going to get it done.
You have absolutely been in the green. My goal is not to win this show. My goal is not to lose this show.
Okay. Wow. Big loser energy. Okay.
Not the biggest loser, small loser, I'm okay with. All right. Since, as is customary of the Biggest Loser show, when someone doesn't pick 3 picks, they get a 30-second monologue. Carter, would you mind timing me for this?
Yes. These views are Greg's views only, and go.
So first of all, I just want to apologize to the 3 of you and producer Delaney and the viewers at home for last week with my performance. That angst, that anger was absolutely undeserved, and it will never come on this show again. With that being said, I have some words for Hurricane Ian. Ian. I see news cameras. Thoughts and prayers to everybody down there. Right now you sound like a man named Ian.
Greg, can you even swim?
Yes.
That was, I mean, that's the easiest yet.
That's surprising. You look like you sink.
Okay. Aren't you like, never mind. I was going to get hurtful, but I'm bringing positive energy this week. Okay.
I might be shaped like a whale, but I'm graceful, bitch.
Let's go to Deion next. The first of our 2 losers. Deion,
Wait,
bet number 1.
Real quick, G. I owe Cart 2 shots from a side bet we made prior to me losing every single dime last week. Is it cool if I take those real quick?
Of course.
I bought these little red Solo cups. I don't know if you can see it. While I was at Total Wine today, after I went to Old Navy. Fire combo, by the way. Old Navy's having a sale on October 22nd. If you don't think I'll be doing both those again to get more flannels, hopefully in the right men's size this time, you're crazy. But here goes nothing.
You are actually watching Deion Hilford turn into a white woman right before your eyes.
Is that Bacardi, Deion?
Do you have Uggs on?
He really got the Bacardi.
Whew. You got Coke Zero because he's trying to watch his figure. Yes, sis.
All right.
Cherry, too.
Number 1, 30 seconds are on the clock. Your time starts now.
Utah minus 10.5, 200 to win 181. This is a letdown spot for Oregon State. Like last week against USC was their Super Bowl. They lost. They're going to get dog walked in Utah this week. Pretty simple.
I just have a question. Is a letdown spot really a letdown spot instead of a bounce back spot for the team that lost last week?
That was the best performance they could possibly give. So
Their quarterback threw 4 picks. They lost by
yeah,
3.
he's lucky he didn't throw 6.
All right, I wholeheartedly disagree. Deion, bet number 2. What do you got?
I got Chargers minus 4.5, 200 to win 181 again. They're playing the Texans. Texans stink. X lied to me about Davis Mills. He lied to me about Pierce. I don't remember bro's first name. Demion or whatever.
Damien.
Lovie Smith's their coach, man. How does this dude keep getting chances? Chargers in a row.
Larry, what do you think?
I support this message.
Simple as that. Deion, bet number 3. What do you got?
Bet number 3. I got Texas A&M 100 to win 155. This is a heart play. I had A&M money line on Saturday against Arkansas, and it was the only bet I won on Saturday. So I will continue betting A&M until I win other bets.
Carter.
Deion, can you say who they're playing this week, please?
They're playing. Fuck, I just was looking at it.
Okay, yeah, I don't like the bet. What?
Aren't they playing like Mississippi State or something?
Yeah, they're playing Mississippi State. I was trying to think.
Know that, but you don't know that.
You know what's crazy is I was thinking I was between the 2 Barstool Mississippi guys. And I was trying to figure. I was like, was it Mincy or Brandon Walker?
Okay, go get yourself a pumpkin spice latte. Let's get on to Larry.
Carter Elliott is really running this show. It's impressive stuff right now from a totally apathetic, depressed man. Larry, you are up last. Pick number 1, 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
First pick, Rams money line against the 49ers, 175. You're gonna win 201. 49ers stink. Look, the Rams haven't honestly, like, it sounds weird picking the Rams because they haven't beat the 49ers in the regular season since like 2018. But if you saw Jimmy G the last 6-7 quarters, I'm betting against the 49ers probably for the rest of the season.
Deion, that's your team, and your quarterback did a quote-unquote safety walk last week. What do you make of this?
He got a safety, and it saved us a pick 6. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. Rams alternate line minus 6.5 plus 214.
The fact that you actually had that number ready shows me that you mean business here. I like it.
Yeah,
Larry,
he took that bet on Break the Bank yesterday. But let's move on to my second bet. Second bet of the week. I'm taking the Philadelphia Eagles minus 6.5 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are frauds. On the first episode of this show, I was in support of the Jaguars, and Carter laughed me off. He's won 2 out of the 3 weeks. He was clearly right. The Jaguars won the last 2 games, haven't played nobody. Eagles got one of the best defenses in the league, one of the best secondaries, if not the best secondary in the league. Eagles are going to smoke them.
Carter.
I'm not a fan of this bet because I actually think Trevor Lawrence is him, and I think this is going to be the first real quarterback that the Eagles are going to play this year. I mean, Wentz isn't real deal. Goff isn't the real deal. Kirk Cousins is stinky. This is going to be a first real test for them. So I'm buying into Trevor Lawrence covering this spread. Not saying they're going to win, but I'm not with you, Larry. I'm sorry.
That's cool, bro.
Bet number 3, Larry. What do you got?
Bet number 3, I got a money line parlay. I didn't pick anything with 80,000 odds like you did, but I got Michigan money line against Iowa, Utah money line against Oregon State, Clemson money line against NC State, Texas money line against West Virginia. All these teams are favored by more than a touchdown except for Clemson. They all playing shitty teams. NC State's defense is good, but their offense is ass. So I think Clemson still pulls this out by at least a touchdown, and this is going to hit. I'm going to bounce back going 3-0. Hopefully Carter's the biggest loser because I already know what I got in store for him if that ever happens.
Ooh, all right. I like this bet on paper. The only thing I don't like is that I feel like the odds don't reflect what they should be based on how difficult this might be to hit. I think Utah and Clemson are guarantees. Michigan on the road against Iowa. Iowa always plays good against like top 10-ish teams at home. It's kind of a weird thing, even though they stink. Texas, West Virginia should be easy in a bounce back spot for Texas, but I don't know. It feels like somebody trips up here. I just don't know who. I wish it was like 4-1 instead of 2-1, but overall I like it.
Can I say one thing, Greg, before we wrap up?
Actually, we're wrapping up right now.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. What do you got?
I can say one thing? Okay. I just want to make note of this because I feel like this is going to be overlooked. This game is at Iowa. Iowa weighs to a children's hospital at like the third quarter of every single game. If you don't think all those sick kids are going to have hate in their heart for Jim Harbaugh, the hater of abortions and children, you don't really know football. This is a God play. This is a religion play that Michigan is going to lose. So I'm just letting you know that right now. God doesn't like ugly, Jim.
Are you advocating that God does love abortions?
Yeah, I thought Jim loved the kids. That's why he don't want to kick them out.
Yeah. Were you advocating the kids? Never mind.
You're saying that if God was on the side with anyone in the Jim Harbaugh abortion thing, it would be the man who doesn't want dead babies.
Yeah, Delaney, you might have cut
I
that.
think your monologue backfired.
All right, folks. On that note, another fantastic episode of The Biggest Loser. Tune in next week to see if anybody else is wearing women's flannels.